what is happening in the United Kingdom, where a politic tense and yet very defined. British Prime Minister Liz Truss has taken responsibility and has also apologised for the mistakes that were made in the last 1 month since she's taken charge of Britain. Now, the mistake that she's referring to here is the controversial tax cut mini-budget that caused complete chaos in the British markets and also led to a meltdown of the British pound sterling, isn't it?
What I'm focused on is delivering for the British public. Now, I recognise we have made mistakes. I'm sorry for those mistakes, but I've fixed the mistakes. I've appointed a new Chancellor. We have restored economic stability and fiscal discipline. And what I now want to do is go on and deliver for the public. We were elected on the 2019 manifesto. I'm determined to deliver on that. Levelling up, securing investment into all parts of our country, getting roads built, getting opportunities right across the nation. And that's what I'm thinking about, and that's what I'm focused on.
Now, the British Prime Minister made the comments while speaking to the BBC following a pretty dramatic day at the Westminster. On Monday, Chancellor Jeremy Hunt scrapped nearly all the tax cuts that had been announced by Liz Truss and his predecessor, the former Chancellor Kwasi Kwarteng. And what is interesting is that he also went on to warn that more difficult decisions will have to be taken in the time to come.
We are a country that funds our promises and pays our debts. And when that is questioned, as it has been, this government will take the difficult decisions necessary to ensure there is trust and confidence in our national finances.
Now, the Chancellor's fiscal announcement has been welcomed by the investors but left Truss's credibility in question. Now, the tax cuts were a huge part of her campaign for Tory leadership, and in the past few weeks she's been very defensive of her policy until the reported pressure from the Tory members of Parliament forced her to make the policy U-turns that she's done.
But, Mr. Speaker, what is she left with? No authority, no credibility, no plan for growth, and it is clear to see the people who caused the chaos cannot be the people to fix the chaos. They are out of ideas, out of touch and out of time.
Now, the House of Commons, Truss refused a Labour request to explain the U-turns to the members of Parliament herself before the Chancellor had made a statement. But Commons leader Penny Mordaunt said that the Prime Minister had been detained on urgent business.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To ask the Prime Minister to make a statement on the replacement of the Chancellor of the Exchequer during the current economic situation.
Mr. Speaker, with apologies to the Leader of the Opposition and the House, the PM is detained on urgent business.
I must hear the answer of why the Prime Minister is not here. Leader of the House.
I'm afraid you will have to make do with me, Mr. Speaker.
And also Labour leader Keir Starmer accused Truss of leaving an utter vacuum in government and clinging to power, while one of his members of Parliament jibed that she had been covering under a desk.
And all we know right now is, unless she tells us otherwise, that the Prime Minister is cowering under her desk and asking for it all to go away.
Well, the Prime Minister is not under a desk.
And also our correspondent Alex Azat is joining us live on this broadcast from London. Alex, this of course is a very difficult situation for Liz Truss. Not only has she made U-turns in terms of her policy announcements on tax cuts, but also her credibility is under serious question.
Absolutely. I mean, she did apologise yesterday for basically everything that's gone on, but too much has happened now for people to just let it go and suggest that she's still a strong leader in the House. Jeremy Hunt, when he made his statement, came across as a very good political leader, said his statement clearly and showed what he wanted when he came back in the Commons. Again, he answered all of those questions. When Penny Mordaunt stepped in for Liz Truss yesterday at the House of Commons, again, she came across as a very strong candidate for the Prime Minister. So Liz Truss does need to watch her back. A YouGov poll that has been released not long ago now asked 530 members of the Tory party what they think and whether or not Liz Truss should go, and 80% of them suggested that it is time to go, and that was 40% of those who voted for her in the first place. They claim that they've now made a mistake and they shouldn't have chose Liz Truss in the first place because she's just been shown that she doesn't have any credibility, she has no oomph, and she's got no way forward after this.
Absolutely indeed. Now the big question of course is, can she undo the damage that she's actually now done with the economy of Britain?
It's unlikely that she can really undo the damage, but she may be able to at least try and make her way through the quagmire that she's caused until at least October 31st. I've heard rumours that Graham Brady, who is in charge of the 1922 committee, won't make any decisions about whether she should be ousted until the 31st, which is obviously Halloween. And that's what we are hearing. However, that could all change. There also has been a lot of backbenchers who have been pushing for her to go. And of course, it doesn't really matter if she does stay or go. It's going to be when the general election comes around, whether or not the UK themselves will want to vote for the Tory party, who seems to be in such disarray. Even if they do manage to oust Liz Truss now, who are they going to put in? They didn't want Boris Johnson. They don't want Liz Truss. Who do they want? Is there any candidate within the party itself that actually can do what they want to do, which at the moment, I don't think there is.
Absolutely indeed. That of course is a big question. Thank you very much indeed, Alex Isaac, for joining us from London and getting us all those insights there. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.